Morning.
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 Yeah, it's interesting. I was thinking kind of like, what do I want to share today? Initially I was thinking, well, what's Easter always been to me? And I thought, I came from a conservative Christian background for many years. And I had this thought today. It was it never struck me. I was like, we would always celebrate like, oh, Jesus died. And I was like, that's kind of a little weird. What kind of that? It's like, yay, he got killed. Okay. And I realized, but at the time the perspective was that was from love. So it was something we could celebrate. But it just kind of, I just had that moment today where I was like, I kind of felt a little selfish to be like, oh good, God died for me. And so I was kind of like, oh, hi Rosie. Rosie making a little noise there. And I realized that's something kind of, at the time I think it was something that worked for me. I really embraced it. But it's been interesting the last few months, the word crucifixion has come up for me a lot. Reverend Peter a few weeks ago did a talk, and he said, what was it? It was crucifixion happens along the enlightened path, then what? And I actually, when I did it, he said the tone, and I had like extra question marks, because I was like, what the heck happens, when you get crucified? And sometimes we don't talk about that. And then I happened to have looked, I'm not going to say the name, because it's somebody it's on YouTube, and this person's known nationally, had sent me an email. It's a good friend, and they said to me, I know your life, this was their email to me. They said, life for me has been very tumultuous. Geez, isn't this God stuff supposed to make it all easier? And he says, I get that, and he was referencing a situation, feels horrible. I know it's an important crucifixion for you, not as punishment, but as what the Holy Spirit is using to set you free on some very deep levels. The truth is that all this is for you. And it was weird, because I got this email a few weeks ago, and I only read it this week. And then I was like, oh, it was the timing. I was supposed to read it right at Easter. To be like, oh, the crucifixion is for my good. And it's interesting. I've always got beads and jewels on. This one necklace is a new one for me I got recently. And for me, even though it's not a crucifix, it's actually from what they call a phoenix collection. And it's to represent the rising of the phoenix, which to me is very much the same story of resurrection. And it was interesting. I always thought it was like a one-time event. And then when I started researching it today, I was like, no, the phoenix, the myth of it is it actually died repeatedly, and then it resurrected again. And so I looked at that, and so I've been wearing this a lot, because for me, the last couple of years, it's like I've had, I thought my life got together, and then it fell apart, and then it got together, and it fell apart. And suddenly I'm realizing that, there are those times of crucifixion, and yet the answer for Reverend Peter is now what? Is you get reborn. And I can start my life again, and I can create it in a new, different way. And so for me, that's what Easter is. It's about giving up the old and embracing the new, and embracing, whatever beauty comes out of the next steps. Thank you.